Hi everyone, welcome to today's quick craft video where I'm going to follow on from the last card making video where we use up these washi tapes. So these were the little bits that I had left over from last time, and I'm going to show you a creative way to use them, the leftovers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of white cardstock first, and we're going to cut some of these washi tapes to sit on this cardstock. So let's peel off the thickest one first, and what we want to do is create a little banner at the bottom of that. So we'll just trim that like so, and stick that down there like that, and I'll probably around about there. And you can do one of two things. You can either fold it over the back, or if you feel like you might be able to get creative, just trim most of it off and just fold a little bit over the back. Might even neaten that little banner at the bottom up a bit. Washi tape is good in the fact that if you do stick it down and you're not quite happy with it, it does tend to peel up quite easily, so you can go again. There we go. Better. Okay, and then we'll take the thin one. Might be easier to try and cut it on there. Okay. Same again, I don't think we're going to need all of this, so let's just trim some off and run that down. I think we'll go that side, that one. And obviously different lengths creates a bit of interest, so you don't want them to be exactly the same length. And then this is the last one that we're going to use. And again, trim a little bit of a banner at the bottom. Get rid of that sticky stuff. And I think I might measure this one because I'm going to do this quite short. I want that one to be around about there. That means I've still got a bit of that left for the next project, so I stick it just back down on the craft mat, and then I'm going to place this banner there like so. Now what I'm going to do is actually create a border around this. So we've got some cardstock cut and ready to go, and we're going to place this white cardstock over the top. So just get my super tape and place it down either end. The beauty of that is it hides that edge of the washi tape as well, so it's not going to be hanging over the back of the card. And just pick that up and place it down in the middle nice and even. Now these are the mini messages endearments set from Kaszazz, and I really like the style of writing on these, so I'm going to do with thanks today. So I'll just stick that down like so, and I'm going to use archival ink in the Forget Me Not colour, which is the same sort of colour I use for all of this. And then the with thanks, just go, I might put it on this side. There we go. And then I'm going to mount that onto C5 card. Stick it down like so. And again, I just put it on the sides. And onto the card. Okay. Now what I'm going to do next is, using the butterfly stamp from Kaszazz, which looks like that, I'm actually going to stamp that butterfly onto a piece of cardstock using distress stains, and I'm going to use a variety of colours. So the distress stains are great for stamping, and so I've got Mowed Lawn to start with, and I'm going to run the Mowed Lawn down the middle of that butterfly stamp. then I've got tumbled glass, which is a nice light blue, and so I'm going to do the middle of the wings with the tumbled glass. And then I'm going to take Dusty Concord, which is a lovely purple colour, and I'm going to do the tips of the wings, so just run it all the way along. Now because these are one-way valves, it's okay to do this, and you will get a little bit of blending, but you won't actually wreck your sponges doing that because it only goes in one direction. So I'm going to stamp that onto the cardstock, and I've got a beautiful washed out look there. Okay, you can see that. And then what I'm going to do, this dries really, really quickly, but in the interest of time, I've pre-stamped and pre-cut one. But then what I would do is go in with my scissors and just cut it around quite neatly. You could either cut the antlers out or just take them off if you're not into cutting too fussy. And then you end up with something that looks like this. Okay. So from there, what I'm going to do is take some glossy accents, and I'm going to cover that whole butterfly. You could just do the body, and you could do a few highlights around the edge, but I'm just going to cover the whole butterfly with that. So again, in the interest of time and drying, here's one I prepared earlier. So you can see the difference between those two. This one's nice and shiny, and this one's got that matte finish. And then what I'm going to do is run the glossy accents down the body, and I've already put Magic Mount on the back of that butterfly. I'm just going to run the glossy accents down that body, take the backing tape off the Magic Mount, and place this round about there. And you can see that body sticks down because of the glossy accents, but the Magic Mounts make the wings stick up. And you've got yourself a really beautiful, simple card. The longest thing that takes is the drying time with the washi tapes and the drying time for the glossy accents on the butterfly.